I will show you my technique for using the analytical scale. First, I want to turn it on, and then once it's on, I would like to re-zero to make sure everything is even. I want to open the door, set in my beaker, measure it, and the initial mass of the beaker is 67.715. Once I get that number, I want to add some fluid. I'll try to add 30 milliliters of blue water, and I want to look at the meniscus right there in the bin to make sure it's 30 milliliters. Then I'm going to put the beaker back on the scale, close the door, and my mass is 92.097. And then when I get a calculator, I can find my final mass difference.
Okay, I'm going to show you my technique for using the analytical balance. First, it must be turned on. Once on, it must be re-zeroed. And then, once we've re-zeroed the scale, we can place in our beaker that we're going to be using to hold our material, close the door, and record our value.
8.43.
Now that we have our value, remove the beaker, and while pouring in, we record the value that we have at eye level.
52.2460. So, do you want to just do it and then you scan your notebook?
Then we again place the beaker with the fluid inside the scale, closing the door, and record our value.
So you just scan individual notebook. Yes.
03.
Okay, so just remember you have to.
Alright, Chandler. Alright, now we're going to show you how to use the analytical balance and weigh a sample on there. First, you're going to come and turn it on. Then you're going to make sure you zero out the number. Open the door. Place the beaker inside. Close the door. And then see what your measurement is. The number is 67.91, so you come up to your notebook. Your initial mass is 67.911. Now your next step is to open the door, take the beaker out, and away from the mass, pour a certain amount of liquid into the beaker. Make sure you're eye level with it. The measured value, get it as even as possible. So the meniscus is about 30 milliliters. So right here you record that there are 30 milliliters. Now you place both the samples in the beaker on the balance, close the door. The weight is 90.213. Now you come to your notebook and put 90.213 on your final. And then what you gotta do next to get the mass difference is to subtract this from this,
My
which I
second
need a
is
calculator for.
Calculations will come later.